A lot of people have recently been asking a painful but important question. Why did Cynthia Erivo's dad disown her? And the truth is, the answer is deeply personal, complicated, and something Cynthia has carried with her since she was a teenager. Cynthia Erivo has spoken openly about being estranged from her father since she was just 16 years old. According to her own words, her father disowned both her and her sister during their teenage years, cutting off contact completely. The last meaningful interaction she had with him happened when she was still a child, and that separation has now lasted decades. What makes this story especially heartbreaking is that Cynthia has never framed herself as a victim of bitterness. Instead, she speaks about it with clarity and emotional maturity. She has said she doesn't know whether her life would have been better or worse if her father had remained in it, and she doesn't allow herself to daydream about reconciliation because, in her words, it's simply not going to happen. She's made peace with that reality. Cynthia was raised primarily by her mother after her parents separated. Her family history includes her parents fleeing Nigeria during the Civil War and rebuilding their lives in London. That background shaped much of Cynthia's upbringing, but it also meant that when her father chose to walk away, the loss felt permanent. In past interviews, Cynthia has described the moment of separation as sudden and final. She once shared that her father cut ties with her and her sister in a public place, leaving them emotionally stunned. There was no gradual drifting apart. It was a clean break that left lasting emotional impact. Rather than allowing that pain to define her, Cynthia transformed it into art. She later wrote a song about her father, expressing grief not just for what was lost, but for the moments he would never get to witness. She has said there is sadness in knowing he missed so many milestones, but also a sense of comfort in having accepted that absence rather than constantly reopening the wound. One of the most powerful parts of Cynthia's story is how she reframed the idea of fatherhood. On Father's Day, she has publicly honored the men in her life who chose to show up for her in her father's absence. She's spoken about how that absence made room for chosen family, mentors, and supporters who provided strength, care, and love when she needed it most. Cynthia has also been very clear that reconciliation is not something she's pursuing. Not out of anger, but out of self-preservation. She said she is genuinely happy with the life she has now. And reopening that chapter wouldn't add peace, it would disrupt it. For many fans, this honesty resonates deeply. Her story reflects a reality that isn't often talked about openly, especially by public figures. Not every parent-child relationship heals. Not every story has a reunion. And sometimes, choosing yourself is the healthiest ending there is. Today, Cynthia Erivo is thriving. She's an award-winning performer, an activist, and a powerful voice for authenticity. Her success didn't come from having a perfect family structure. It came from resilience, self-acceptance, and learning how to build love where it exists. So why did Cynthia Erivo's dad disown her? The full reasons have never been publicly detailed, and Cynthia herself has chosen not to speculate or assign blame. What matters most is what she's done with that pain. She's turned it into strength, clarity, and a life she says she is truly happy in. And that, more than anything, may be the most important part of the story. If this story resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more thoughtful celebrity deep dives that focus on humanity, not headlines.